for the UFC lightweight division title. All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this guy makes his way to the Octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening. Although he spoke no English, he was always listening and paying attention to try to learn and how to improve himself. And the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just open to each and every lesson, and now it's showing over the course of his UFC career. He was undefeated going into the UFC, and he has only built on that and become a champion, one of the most well-rounded fighters in all of the UFC.
You know, your college wrestling teammates have told me when you showed up at Oklahoma State, you didn't speak English either.
No, I didn't. It was all Southern Creole accent. It was all, hey, my boy.
Right. Well, your English is now very proper, and so is Khabib's, and he's back on the proving ground here tonight, again, trying to prove himself as one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters on this UFC roster. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. Magomed Sharipov is 29. Nurmagomedov is 31. Magomed Sharipov is 3 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. We set it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
This is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Van Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, presenting the challenger, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Zabit.
This is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, the back of your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, so here we go. Round 1 is underway, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he understood the grappling challenge he was up against. He's not afraid to engage on the ground.
It's a danger that is not worth risking. It is something that you don't want to play with. This grappler is that good. When this fight gets to the ground, you enter his world, especially when it looks like you hold the advantage on the feet. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done.
Nice double leg shot.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He might get a finish here. Oh!
And the turn on the elbow.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. Oh, big elbow.
Nurmagomedov getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, closed guard now. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land. Now the guy's got arm bar. He's attacking it on it. And attacking arm bar.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Oh, and he's back up again. Those get-ups have been there for him all night. Just misses with that one.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Double leg takedown. A nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
He's in side control now. He goes to the knee to the body, and it's there. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Bottom fighter trying to control posture. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round, so the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So, back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides here.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Okay, now, Q, you ready? You ready?
All right, round two.
Nice strike.
Oh, he gets tagged. Nice combination there, and might not be a bad idea for the opposition to just tweak that head off the center line.
He was landing one before. Now he's throwing everything in combination, and they're all landing.
Nice hammer fist. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Oh, he postured up there.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Close guard. Nurmagomedov's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense.
Ooh, what a punch.
Well, you start to roll. Get back with that offering, DC. He is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
And that's how you defend the double leg, ladies and gentlemen. All right, he engages in a single scramble right there. Beautiful transition. All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out the space. Find places to rest and recover.
That is how you scramble, folks. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you?
Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble.
Big punch lands over the top.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Nurmagomedov's pass is denied. Well, the body work starting to take its toll. Look at the redness starting to appear on his left side. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Nurmagomedov. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Let's go, finish this, guys.
A lot of these shots with power behind them. 66 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. And landing with 58% accuracy against Zabit Magomedov. Oh, and now the hip toss in a great position now to go out there.
He did a great job of stepping all the way across to get that hip toss. Now look for him to start chasing down a submission.
Side control now. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too.
Let's go, it's a warning.
90 seconds to go.
Check the slick movement where he stuck the leg back in the middle. Now he's going to try to roll for a knee bar. Oh, it's nice.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Somehow stays in the fight.
Now into his mouth.
Posturing up now.
and now the damage is about to start.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. 30 seconds to go in round 2. 20 seconds to go, round 2.
Keep busy, guys. Keep busy.
15 seconds to go. I mean, how many can he take? Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. 10 minutes in the books. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, single collar tie now.
Nice looping punch.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're shooting, huh?
Yeah, he's your best friend. Tell him that you want to take us to his back and watch him defend and then beat you up when the fight stands. If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Oh, connects with another uppercut, so that's been the weapon of choice, and he went back to it there and lands.
Over and over again, he has thrown that punch and because he feels comfortable there. He does not feel like his opponent can return anything because he's pumped.
Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finish the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Nurmagomedov's going for the sub here.
Attacking armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finisher position.
Not tapping out tonight. So 107 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Well, more often than not, when it's been thrown, it has landed, DC, landing at a 70% clip tonight against Zabit Magomedsharif. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. And he landed the right hand there. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC, connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his body. He's going to attack a triangle choke here. Oh! It's in there deep. There you go.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just swarm away. punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off. Now he falls back into the finishing position. Side control is pretty safe there.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, it creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, an Imanari roll right into a heel hook attempt, or so it looks. Man, this is flashy, but certainly effective here tonight. Let's see if he can close the show from here.
Oh, wow, oh!
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nurmagomedov. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, that's the end of the round. He's got a cut on his cheek from that round. There are certainly worse locations for a cut on the cheek. It's not going to trickle down into the eye. Nonetheless, pretty significant gash. We'll see if the cut man can close it up. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a huge shot, finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Beautiful strike.
And a nice... Oh, and now he slams him to the ground.
A beautiful single leg takedown, lifted him in the air, and put him down.
And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Try to establish that jab. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Nurmagomedov's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Gets the elbow up into the target.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. Oh, big elbow.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be. Oh.
Nurmagomedov's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Oh, nice elbow.
Oh, some big elbows starting to pile up. All right, side control now. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Good work here to the body on the ground by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Nurmagomedov. Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Nurmagomedov. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, he's up, but oh, is he hurt. Ooh, diving punch lands. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be a plenty from this position.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Nurmagomedov. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. We'll see if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning.
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to Pac here tonight. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that, but when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
Final round, you ready?
Here we go, 5th and final round. A little single collar tie there.
Oh, big punch land.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, we wondered earlier why there were his opponent's got to be more urgent here. That's going to hurt. Got to get out of there.
Oh, nice.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Somehow stays in the fight.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Potentially working on a leg attack here, DC.
It looks like he's attacking a heel hook. Oh!
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Nurmagomedov. Tonight. Back to his feet. Nurmagomedov's eyes closing up now. Not good for him. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh, you go here.
Nice transition from the underhook into the single leg to get a massive takedown.
And those slams really go a long way with the judges. Huge authority behind that takedown there. Under 3 minutes now to go round 5. beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not...
Remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission. Another attempt here.
Oh, he's got the choke. Why is he not recognizing this right now? He's got to recognize this is dangerous. This is a dangerous position. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
I mean, how many can he take? Nurmagomedov's trying to lock up on a submission now.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And this might just be a matter of time. Absolutely, he finishes his opponent by way of submission. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the UFC lightweight champion, and I'm not sure any 155-pounder could have held up under the onslaught here tonight. He wins the belt by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 30 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, it's becoming a pretty common visual inside that octagon as Khabib Nurmagomedov gets his hand raised yet again here tonight. And when the injuries and the weight-cutting issues aren't part of the narrative and we just focus on the combat and this guy's skills, he looks the part of the best lightweight in the world. A lot of people believe that eventually you are looking at a UFC lightweight champion, if not UFC Hall of Fame.